What up, YouTube, man? Stevie Knight here. Night Talk-ish. This video going around, going viral a little bit. It's from Lil Yachty's podcast called Safe Place. Lil Yachty, Lil Boat, whatever you want to call him. Boat, Yachty. I don't know what the name at this point. Don't matter. It's relevant. But it's an interview they're doing with Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? Definitely covered Dr. Umar plenty of times on this platform, but today is for a little bit of a different reason, and it's got to do with race, but not what we usually cover with race, bro. At least the video I saw on Instagram, man, he's pretty much blaming the black man for BBLs, but it was only from like a few seconds of a reel that I seen on Instagram, so I wanted to get more context and see what this shit was all about. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't. Anyway, I'm gonna give more context before I even say what I want to say. All right. Before we tap in though, man, shopstevieknight.com. Anytime you see your boy rocking some drip that you rocking with, pull up over there. I got you. And yeah, let's get it.
I got a question. What do you think about, like, you know, our young women like just doing like you know, like body modifications to themselves, like some type of surgical?
Spiritually and culturally, it is an offense against God.
To get a BBL?
It is an offense against God to desecrate your temple in any way.
When you hear Dr. Ifa Tunde, when you hear Big Papa say, I want a BBL, I'm talking about a big blueberry lemonade. Oh, yes.
Tattoos?
Tattoo is not as bad if you ain't got a million of them. But spiritually speaking, your human temple was not meant to be desecrated. And here's the question I would ask of my beautiful African queens who get surgery. What are you going to do? You got a BBL at 32. What is that going to look like when you're 72? What kind of health are you going to be? How toxic will those implants be? What about the leaking bags that I hear about, the leaking ass bags and breast bags? A lot of our sisters with these physical body surgeries, BBLs and big breasts, they're going to be in a whole lot of trouble when they become elders. Are they even going to be able to walk and carry that mess around? Or are they going to have to run back to the surgical table and get that stuff pulled out their body if it hasn't already turned into a carcinogen? Because I think a lot of that garbage they put in their bodies is cancer causing. But guess who I blame for it? I'm not blaming my little sisters for getting a BBL. I'm not blaming my little sister for getting that collagen in their lips. I'm not blaming my little sisters for getting them breast implants. I'm not blaming my little sisters for getting those car windshield wiper eyelashes.
Propaganda? Social media?
I'm blaming us.
Who, the
Black
black
man?
man?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Why?
Because we have sexually objectified the black woman.
Yeah, but you don't think women make...
Let me finish this and then you're going to come back on me, y'all. Because you're one of the faces of hip-hop.
Yeah.
In the videos. I'm not holding you accountable for what everybody does, but generally speaking, there's few mediums of media that have sexually objectified the black woman more than hip-hop. So, if I'm a little black girl and every other music video I turn on, she's half dressed with big breasts and a big ass, and I want a black man to want me and like me, and I probably ain't got no daddy because the white man locked him up or the police killed him off, what am I going to do to be attractive? I'm going to go and get a BBL. What I'm saying is black men, not just hip-hop, I want to clarify. Black men, period. Professional black men, athletes, everyday brothers, all of us. I don't want to make the hip-hop community more responsible, but y'all definitely leading the pack in terms of the sexual objectification of the black woman. If hip-hop and the black man in general did not sexually objectify the black woman, we would not see the BBLs and physical surgeries that we are seeing from our black women to try to look more attractive. That's on us. They're doing it so they can be more attractive to who? Us!
Cat. Are we gonna sit here and act like we ain't had juicy booties and hip-hop videos for the longest? This isn't a new epidemic. You know what I'm saying? You go back to the damn 90s, early 2000s, bro. You know what I'm saying? We forget about Buffy the Body. Have we forgotten about Gloria Velez? Have we, bro, like the video vixen phenomenon or epidemic, whatever you want to call it, ass has been promoted. Come on, man, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Come on, dog. But the thing is, it had nothing to do with BBLs at that point because them women was natural, right? The big ass in the black community was natural. That's what we was known for. Big booty black women, and it was promoted in videos. And hip hop has always been objectifying women for the longest, bro. For the longest. Go back to Biggie, go back to Pac, go back to Nas, go back to DMX. You know what I'm saying? Lil Jon, Eastside Boys, bruh, T.I., Busta, like we always been objectifying women in these fucking videos, and it's never had the impact that it has had today. Certainly not BBLs, because BBLs were a taboo back then. I don't even think BBLs existed back then, right? If you got a BBL, people looked at you crazy. Black men ain't had nothing to do with that. Lil Boat was right. It's propaganda, social media, bro. It's the societal climate that has reprogrammed these women's minds to strive to be that. Let me revert back because he's solely focusing on black women. I gotta address that as well, man, because prior to this whole BBL epidemic, black women were not tripping about getting on BBLs because black women always had fat asses, right? That wasn't a thing. You got black women now upset at the fact that the fat ass has been appropriated by everybody else. You just read comments and blogs and women's videos, black women's videos, upset at the fact that, you know, everybody got BBLs now. It ain't just black women, white, Hispanic, Asian, whomever the fuck. They be like, man, we had this fat ass for the longest. Y'all wasn't giving us this energy. Like, we still got the shit now, but for some reason, y'all want to go after all the other fucking races when we are the source of that. So that's false. I would argue the instigator in making BBLs as global as it is from one Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? BBLs, they got them skinny ass legs and shit. You got man, Kim Kardashian, fucking Black China, Nicki Minaj, Iggy Azalea. It's all Cardi B. It's all these women who have these monster platforms, these monster followings that are manufacturing this goal for women to have, to strive to be, right? They're setting the standard of beauty right now as we know it. Ain't the fucking men. It's like any trend, man. Real talk. It's like spinners on rims right now. That's what the BBL is, bro. And Kim Kardashian and all these other fools have made it global to where everybody's doing it. The one thing that I would agree with him somewhat as far as black women are concerned, because black women are the most obese demographic in America. So that's an easy way to, you know, more like liposuction, moving fat out and putting fat other places, man. But the Brazilian BBL, the illegal shit, the black market shit is a minority of what's really taking place. Like, the majority of what you see is fat being removed and put other places, and everybody's doing that. And then he's talking about breast augmentation, lip fill. Who the fuck you think get more lip fillers than anybody? Matter of fact, what demographic of women get the most plastic surgery, period? White women. It ain't black women. It's the fillers, the Botox, titties. It ain't black men responsible. And it ain't just affecting black women.
They're doing it so they can be more attractive to who? Us!
I just don't know if I fully agree with that.
Let me ask you a question. If we went outside right now, if Lil Yachty said, I don't date black women who don't have their own natural hair, you don't think that's going to cause a change in the way they do their hair?
Absolutely not. It's going to piss them off. I'm like, fuck Yachty. Come on, bro. He not living the reality with that one, bro. I get what he's saying, that women are down doing this, the bare bones, to appeal to men, but it has a lot to do with that, but it has more to do with the societal standard of what women strive to. If you were to sit here and poll men now about what they prefer, a natural body or a BBL body, men would overwhelmingly pick natural bodies by a landslide, right? But women still think that this is what men want. And that's a whole different conversation. You know what I'm saying? But women are doing this because they've been brainwashed to believe that this is real beauty.
Said it. And I have seen black women come back to my lectures the second time in Atlanta, the second time in Baltimore, the second time in Brooklyn and Phoenix and LA. Dr. Umar, look at me. I took your advice. I'm natural now. And these are not even sisters I'm dating. But for me to say nothing is more attractive than a black woman with her own hair, and to see black women take that to heart and change it, imagine if it came from Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Brother, you will influence a whole generation of black girls into accepting their own natural African beauty, because we are oppressed through our inability to provide for our families. The black woman is oppressed by European standards of beauty. Black women spend more money on cosmetics than all other women put together in America. You know why? Because from the plantation to the projects to the penitentiary to the playground, she been told she ugly.
Hold on, dog. Oh, he said cosmetics. It's different. Fuck is cosmetics? Makeup? But he was talking about surgery. Cosmetics is nothing. It's like nails, eyelashes, the bullshit that don't tend to cost a lot of money, bro. Nah, bro. White women are gonna be getting cosmetic surgery more than any motherfucker buy, and it's not even gonna be close. It's not going to be close, bro. Let me see if I can even find a goddamn stat for that. What race gets the most BBLs? 2020 plastic surgery statistics. Caucasian, Hispanic, African American, Asian American, other, bro. This is from 2020. Of those who got cosmetic surgery, 60% were white. 13% were Hispanic, 11% were African American, and 8% were Asian American. Breast augmentation, rhinoplasty, blepharoplasty, I don't know what the fuck that is, liposuction, which, I mean, I guess would that be considered like moving fat from like your stomach to your ass? Well, I don't fucking know. I don't goddamn know. But black women don't need BBLs, but they already got them naturally. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't make sense to me. An abdominoplasty. What's that, like a tummy tuck? Regardless, cuz tried to slide in there that black folks spend the most on cosmetics, which is not what we're talking about. We're talking about actual surgery, going under the fucking knife, and white women do that more than anybody. It's not even close. And that's what we're talking about. BBLs and black men being responsible for the BBLs you see all over the fucking place, and that's cap. It's not true. It's false. And then you're gonna sit here and try to conflate that with cosmetics, which is not at all what cosmetic surgery is. Like, cosmetics is lipstick, it's makeup, fucking nails, pedicures, manicures, hell, weave, right? How expensive is fucking weave, bro? And who wears more weave than any goddamn body? You know what I'm saying? But regardless of the fact, that has nothing to do with his initial stance on black men being responsible for women fucking and cutting their bodies up. That's cap. It's social media, it's propaganda, it's the Kardashians and all these other bitches out here got their bodies looking crazy that's literally brainwashing women to fucking pursue that when men don't even want that. Men do not even want that. Right? That's not who they gonna fucking marry. They put their dick in that and they give that shit attention, but bitches get that confused. But that's a whole different conversation. Anyway, let's continue.
Black women spend disproportionately more money on cosmetics than all other women put together per capita of her population.
All right. So what I was going to say was that I think a lot of women make decisions, A, for themselves, and B, to impress their friends just as much as a man.
Tell me about okay, go ahead.
That's just what I'm saying.
You
like,
said impress their friends.
Yeah, I think a lot of women do things to like keep up with their friends. And
keep it with the Joneses.
You're telling me you think women got the BBLs more to impress their girlfriends
I didn't say more.
than to be viewed as attractive as a man?
I didn't say more, but I do think there's women.
Which one leads?
Huh? So what?
Which one leads? Impressing the friends.
I think impressing.
Or
I think
be
for
perceived
themselves.
as attractive.
Well, I don't gotta be attractive. I think it's just for self-esteem. I think sometimes women look in the mirror.
Did you hear what he just said?
But not
for what?
But for
self-esteem, Yachty.
Right, for themselves though. It don't have to be for another man.
Okay, but why is the self-esteem low without the BBL?
It could be based on your friends.
No, it's
society.
The values of the culture and the society in which they live. And we got to admit something, black men. We have sexually objectified the black woman into a sexual instrument. And you know why this hurts me? Who's the #1 sex trafficking victim in America right now, Yachty? Teenage black girls.
I know that.
12 to 17. And guess what the biggest population is, Queen? 14 to 17. They're the #1.
Man, all right, bro. He race baiting like hell, dog. What does black women being sexually trafficked have to do with the BBLs? Like, it's that race baiting shit, bro. Like, one has nothing to do with the other. And we're talking about women getting BBLs, period. And for some reason, he wants to always put it on the black man. But somehow black men have this overwhelming control over women's actions. Fuck that. No, it's social media, bro. It's psychological programming. It's just the market. It's tech. It's the medical system is preying on the fucking weak. You know what I'm saying? It's just people's upbringing and how they are manipulated by society. To put that shit on a fucking black man is absolutely bullshit. I ain't even anticipate him going that fucking direction. Like, god damn, we talking about BBLs and shit. Now you want to go this fucking route. This video's gotten too fucking long. If y'all want to continue, we'll continue, bro. But we gotta stop here. I just want to talk about the cheeks. I ain't trying to talk about other shit.